What's going on, guys? This is the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm your boy, Big Mike. I'm here with Jimmy Jam and my boy, BC, Bryant Carter. Guys, what is going on? We're back in the house again. It's good to be with you guys. You guys ain't mothers, but I hope your significant others or whoever had a very special Mother's Day. I didn't really do too much, man. I was too full to eat. So what's going on, Jimmy?
Hey, man. Yeah, a great thing going on this weekend, Mother's Day, all that. Yeah, everything was great. Going to be seeing my mom again tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's all just a follow up, just everything. But yeah, man, how are you all doing with it?
Man, it was my first Mother's Day ever without my mother. So,
oh man,
okay. But you know, it was my first Mother's Day without her, but she was with the Lord resting. So
that's good. Good lady, man.
Peace.
She was a good lady, man. I always took care of the kids in the neighborhood. Yes, she
was.
I always say, be over in Roby's backyard playing basketball. Hey guys, what y'all doing?
She made sure everything was going good.
Everything was on the up and up. So guys, man, look, man, we're here talking some more Kentucky basketball. Kentucky's basketball, one of those programs that even in the off season, it's a lot to talk about. And one thing about it, people will show up and people will talk about it. So, guys, it looks like, everyone was really speculating on Lowe, if he would return or not. Jimmy, what's going on with Lowe?
Well, I mean, he did get invited to the G League camp, and I think they had like a 3-day camp this past weekend. He probably didn't. He didn't get an invite for the draft and everything like that. So it looks like that he will be back to Kentucky wearing uniform next year.
BC, I got a question about this. So
What's up?
We all know that it's these guys' dreams to go pro and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is disappointing to him, or do you think he got the necessary feedback he needed in order to effectively come back to Kentucky and get better at his game?
Well, I can speak on behalf of what I would think.
Okay.
Versus it would probably be 50% of all the college players that take that leap.
Yeah.
I think it would be like it all depends on what your expectations are.
Okay.
Expectations can be a killer.
Yeah.
So if he's expecting to go and saying, okay, I want to see where I'm at, and if I'm not where I'm supposed to be, I can go back to college and also make a little money in college. I can go back and better my game and work on those things that that I was that wasn't my strengths.
Okay.
So it depends on what the expectations are of that. And if the expectations is I want to go pro and I want to go now, and you got that little information, it might destroy you.
Oh, man. Well, I hope that's the same case with Ortega. One thing we know about players these days and coaches, they can say something because that's what they're supposed to say at that time. But like deep in their heart, they're like, hey, if I get a chance to go pro, I'm gone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Kentucky. That's what the players or whoever school they're going to, I enjoy playing for coach or I enjoy being at that university. But if they tell me if I get the news that I really, really want, man, I'm going. I ain't sticking around. You know what I mean? So,
it's different though now, Mike.
You got that NIL money now.
Yeah, you can get paid. You see what Jasper just done.
Now, what exactly did Jasper do? Can someone? I saw he signed some type of like NIL big sponsorship or whatever he did. Jimmy, BC, do you guys know exactly what that was?
Jimmy,
he did sign some. It was like a big signing for him, but
it's like a sponsor, ain't it?
Yeah, it's
what
like
I was reading about.
Yeah, like a sponsor. But yeah, he he's going to end up getting,
Some
plenty
money.
of money on top of what he is already getting from Kentucky on this aspect.
It's almost like it's pretty much like an agent. When you say Jimmy, it's pretty much like an agent plus pretty much like an agent for a college player.
What I mean, but don't
Pretty
they have
much.
agents now? But don't these college kids actually have agents now that
Yes, they
actually
do.
represent them for going to, especially the guys in the transfer portal? If I'm not sure how the recruits are doing
Also,
it, but
they have agents.
that's what I
in the
thought they did.
See,
Yeah.
I thought you only had an agent if you was going pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So it's pretty much.
So it's just not agents for high school players coming into college. It's agents for transfers also.
well,
It's a game changer.
it is. So let me ask you a question. Let's go back in memory lane just for a minute. Let's go in the last 10 years at Kentucky. If the NIL was 10 years ago, what players do you think stay instead of leaving in year one? Any of them? I mean, we had some first round guys. I mean, most of the guys who have left for Kentucky, most of those guys have went in the first round anyway. So is that more enticing than I mean, would that be more enticing of going ahead? I guess that's a stupid question, in a sense. But look, let's be real. We see what Dillingham is doing this year. He's on the bench the whole year. I mean, dude, look who he was playing behind. And he had NIL. Do you think if it was much bigger money involved, do you think Dillingham? But then again, he's number 4 pick, number 7, something like that pick. So
I think it was like 7. He was
like
top
7.
10.
yeah. He was top 10.
He was top 10. Yeah.
So see, I don't.
You wouldn't have came back. Him and Shepard would have not came back.
Oh man, dude.
Man, they coming off the bench.
See,
Yeah.
I mean that's the. Well, I don't know. I don't know, BC.
Hey, money talks. We can say a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
but that first round being that lottery.
Yeah, that's a little different. Hey, that hits different.
See, you think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Reed Shepard in 4 years, he's going to make, and you can fact check me on this 21. He's going to make, like, if he stays at Houston, or whoever picks up his contract, he's going to make about round over $40,000.
40 million.
I mean, 40 million.
Yeah.
So $45 million. Think about that. You ain't passing that up.
No.
45 million?
Hey, but what if some college team with all the endorsements and stuff can get you 46 for a year?
See, I don't think that'll never happen. NBA's not going to let that happen.
You don't think so?
NBA's not going to let that happen.
Because I guess the NBA, they'll take theirs and raise theirs a little high.
Now you're competing with the NBA.
Yeah.
You see what they did with Ice Cube and them, and those guys playing in that league was done.
Yeah.
So no, the NBA's not going to let that happen. They said no.
Well,
no. Everything that college does at NBA, you best believe NBA, NFL is right behind it.
They're gonna try to,
because it's not like baseball where you can go to the minors at 18 years old.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can go to the NBA at 18, play 1 year and go, and you're 18. I mean, look at JQ. Is JQ Jaden Quinnis? Is he even 18 already? Has he turned 18 already? I think he has turned 18 now. But I mean,
well, he has to play 1 year of college.
Yeah,
but that's just it. But if JQ didn't get hurt, would he still be in college?
It depends. What the money gonna say?
Like you just said, he's considered one of the best guys in the transfer portal. He's already considered, if he's healthy, already a top 10 pick for next year. Maybe,
he's one and done.
That's what I'm saying. He would, if he didn't get hurt at Arizona State, He'd probably been gone right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, he would have had to play one more year anyhow.
Because he was too young.
He was too young.
There you go.
So
Yeah,
you
that's
have
right.
to be.
Yeah.
That's
so you
why
have to
he's
be
not
18?
considered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
right now he's not considered in
Okay.
the NBA. He can't.
Yeah. So I mean that worked out. That worked out. And because didn't he leave a year early from high school?
Yeah, he reclassified.
And he
up.
reclassified up. Yeah.
Just imagine if he would have been at Kentucky for 2 years under Mark Pope. And this would be his second year.
Man, that is that baseball season. You just heard a lot of chirping last year.
Who's that, Betty Chris?
That's Betty Chris. It has to be. It has to be. So, well, look, hats off to our baseball team. We just swept Oklahoma Sooners in baseball this past weekend. So, I don't really, BC, I know you know baseball and everything, but I'm not the best at baseball. Hate to say it, but show the money. If you can't get it, I don't blame them. That's true, man. You gotta. Money talks, man, over everything. So, that's a good sign. I don't necessarily want to say that I'm happy for Jalen Lowe or upset or whatever you want to call it, just because, he didn't get the extra invite. But, as a Kentucky fan, and we understand how important a point guard here at Kentucky, and I really feel like he's coming here to be PG1. Kentucky got a solid point guard coming in this year. As well. So with that being said, we've talked about the starting five a couple of shows in a row. So we're kind of going to go away from that on this show. We're going to go with our supporting cast. Who could? This is all about who could possibly be the best role player coming off the bench or whatever. Some people might say that it's Collins. We got like so many that we can choose from. Jimmy, who do you think could possibly be, just looking at it from the from 1 foot in, because we ain't got there yet and anything can happen. Which one of the play? We don't even really know, honestly, who's even gonna start. First of all, let me ask you a question. How important is it to start in college basketball, or should it be a game by game decision based off the team that we're playing?
That's a tough question to answer, and that's Pope's decision. But I do believe it might be game to game. It could be, he has a straight starting lineup, and that's what he's going to play. Or I've heard mentions of them playing numerous of players, and he has said he's going to play all 12, 13 players that's on this roster right now. So it could be we might have a starting lineup 1 week. The next game, they might have one other player that steps in that's just playing a lot better in practice that week.
That's a little Rick Pitino, BC.
Yeah. It's where he come from.
So 21's behind the scene, and 21 said that he wished people would have to compete each week for the for the spot. How much better does that make us if that is the scenario, is that Coach Pope says all of you guys are capable of starting any given night, but depends on how you practice going into the next game, then that's going to be the start.
How you play defense.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Hey, BC's hit it on the nose right there. If you're playing good defense in practice and you're playing, your game in practice, he's going to have you on the floor. And I'm with 21 also. Compete to get that position. There could be times that Aberdeen and Jasper Johnson is going back and forth every day in practice. And Pope says, okay, this team we're playing tonight, it might be better for Aberdeen. It might be better for Jasper Johnson, but it just depends on who's playing good that day in practice.
Krista said that it will mess it. Well, and BC, you can comment on this too, because you play basketball too as well. How would it feel to have a different starting five every ball game? or different pieces every single ball game. It never was the same. And because one thing that you hear on TV is these guys, these guys have been starting together all year long. Now, isn't that a good thing? Because now we've been starting. It's kind of like everybody knows their role, and I'm bringing you off the bench because like a Kirk Chris or like a Dennerhelm or like a Shepard, you guys bring that spark. I mean, so is having a starting five, a regular starting five, really that important?
Well, at being 19, 20 years old, if you ask me that question, you want to start.
Okay.
But being, 48 years old, you want to do the best for the team because at Kentucky, all you have to do is go out and ball, and we have seen you can come off the bench and be a lottery pick. So what it boils down to is what we have had, and the reason why I'm so into and talking about defense is because the last 4 years we haven't been that solid defensively. Okay. And I think it's a good time, and like I said, put defense up on the whiteboard and say, hey, whoever plays defense is going to be on that court. And I feel that separates the men from the boys.
Okay. Well, I sure hope we have 13 guys that can play defense, which brings me to the 13th number, because I'm not sure if you was on here when we actually got Reese. I know Jimmy and Leah spoke about it in their show, but Reese, I mean, how many games did he play at his last school this year? I mean, he played quite a few games this year.
A kid from Miami.
Yeah. He played quite a few games.
Well, here's one of the things with what we got. Yeah, I would love for Mark Pope, every time we make a bucket, press. I would love for us to go out, just run people's tongues out, and everywhere we go, they're like, man, I know, I'm scared to play these balls, man. Sure, that's why I would love to see when you got a deep team like that, press the heck out of a team. Every time you make a bucket, press. Just to throw them off, press, trap, do everything. Because if the players get tired, you got 5, 6, 7 other guys that can come in.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys think he's afraid to do that? I mean, he's already been in a system. He's already Coach Pope has already won a system playing that type of basketball. Do you think maybe? I mean, that would be awesome. I would definitely love to see that.
If you got 13 guys willing to play defense, heck yeah. And they athletic.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, when you sit back and look at this team, something I always talk about Vandy Chris with, we don't have a bunch of guys necessarily that's going to jump off the page at what they did at their previous school. And of course, we got a couple of freshmen coming in. But when you look at these guys and when you say to yourself, you got a Jalen Rowe who had a lot of turnovers. He's not a bad player, but now he's going to be in a situation where now he's not going to have so much pressure on him with having the ball in his hand all the time, especially if Ortega comes back and with Aberdeen and with Johnson and with Collins, with Williams, like we're in a situation now, just like BC just said, is that why can't press? Why we can't put the pressure on after we make a basket? I mean, because after a while, a team is gonna get sick of that, and they're gonna start getting clumsy. They're gonna start making turnovers. They're gonna start just like, I don't even want to score the basketball because or they're gonna have to turn up their defense just to keep up from scoring. Otherwise, they know that every time we score the basketball, they know that we are getting ready to press. And I mean, and look, I would love to get maybe 3 or 4 10-second violations of ball game. Man, that would be, I mean, that right there would be a very good a stat to have every single ball game.
And even if you don't turn them over, it's getting the team's offense behind in the shot clock.
There you go. Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. So now they got, I mean, not only do they got to try to force it to get up the court, now they got to try to force it to get into the offense.
Yes.
Then they got to force it just to get a shot up. And then you got to have, then that right there gives us a chance to get a rebound, get off into running, and then score in transition. So, I mean, it's a lot of things that can come from that. I just wonder if in year one, Coach Polk was just trying to fill everything out here at Kentucky. And maybe he, not saying we had bad guys, but now I think he has a team now where he has every single player on this team can get up and down the floor. If there's anybody that of course, I'm pretty sure he's going to get in shape this year, but as long as Trent gets into shape, and not to throw Trent up under the bus or nothing like that, but if Trent gets in really, really good shape, because we already know Collins is going to be in good shape. Garrison can run the floor. So it ain't like Williams where he got to slow down. He be like, let me come out of the game for a couple of minutes. But I think we got enough guys that that can get up down the floor, and we can do that. Not only can we run, but we can play defense full court. So I think the possibilities of this year are almost endless as well too. So we'll have to see how that goes. Hey Jimmy, you are going to be Wednesday night instead of Thursday night. Yes, Jimmy, you want to talk about that at the new time?
Yeah, we instead of Thursday nights, we had like a controversy with different shows and stuff like that. But we will be on Wednesday nights at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time, and it'd be me and Leanne, and we're gonna spotlight one player each week. We haven't decided which one it is yet, so we'll let you know that, Big Mike, on tomorrow or later on tonight. But yeah, we'll talk about what we have got together with some of the basketball transfers. It looks like right now it is just the slow period. We're not really trying to get anybody right now. I mean, they said maybe a shooting guard, but if he is a shooting guard, it's not going to be anybody that's going to play significant minutes.
As long as he might be athletic. I don't know.
Yeah, he'll be athletic.
Yeah. Means Clint said, I just looked up, and the main in-state college basketball rivalry this year in November. Is that Duke in North Carolina? No, it ain't, because they play at the end of the year. It's on my birthday. Yeah. Oh, he said, what did he say? He said October or November? He said November, didn't he? Okay, my fault, Clint. For some reason, I thought you said October.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Louisville in that matchup. BC, how you feel about those guys playing on a Tuesday night instead of a Saturday afternoon?
Man, I'm tired of
there you go, BC. Hey, I am too.
Hey,
BC.
man. Hey, man. It's I ain't they playing, man. It ain't no exhibition. They playing. So it's whatever Tuesday night. I like for that game to be on Saturday, man. We get we creatures of habit, man.
Yeah.
I like to see that game on Saturday, but it's on Tuesday night, so
yeah.
I was upset too when it wasn't on a Saturday, but there's a lot of football games going on that Saturday. There's I believe Louisville plays a football game on Friday night. Kentucky plays a football game at 4:00 on Saturday. But with us playing at 7:00 on Tuesday night, everybody in the country is going to be watching that game because they're going to be starved of basketball. I know it's going to be at the Yum Center. It's still going to be probably one of the most watched basketball games this year.
They didn't want to mess up in football tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
You want to mess up the football tickets?
That's funny, bro. So you gotta keep the revenue coming, but I still don't think that would change that dynamics of the ball game and how important that game is.
It ain't.
It's
just my comfort zone is Saturday.
Saturday is my
it's the watching.
I'm with BC on that. Yeah.
How many games you think Kentucky's going to win in football? I'm going to say 3. I don't know. Hey, look, as good. I think our team is as good as our O-line this year. It just is, because if not, our quarterback's gonna be one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the country if they ain't got it together. So, and don't get me wrong, no disrespect, but let me ask you guys a question: Is it a difference in getting a player in basketball from the MAC versus getting a football player? No, getting a basket. Is it a difference in getting a football player from the MAC versus getting a basketball player from the MAC? Is it a difference when it comes to especially SEC football? Is it?
You talking about the conference?
Yeah. Is it a difference? Like I can go get is it the same? Do you just have to play in SEC? Will a player who played in the MAC really get it done? Versus a player who was in the MAC in basketball? I mean, what was that? I mean,
on how good the player is.
I don't think so.
I always say, if you can play,
you
can play anywhere. It might be a couple of games where you like, okay, you picking up the speed, you getting into it 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
But then that player, he's going to go. Then it takes some players that might take about 2 years. Like Perry.
Yeah.
He scored a lot of points in high school. But I'm looking at it that it wasn't real stiff competition that he was playing against.
Ooh, don't say that too loud, BC. That's an unpopular thought, bro.
I'm just saying. So when he comes to Kentucky, I'm looking at it. It's going to take Perry maybe this year and his junior year to become where he was in high school.
Okay,
and it might be this year. Who knows?
He just won't be at Kentucky doing it. That's all.
Because it's just different. If you can play, sometimes it takes players a year, maybe 2 years. But I feel if you can play anywhere.
Okay. Vandy got half the team from the AAC school and one in the SEC. I'm just I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know. You take a quarterback from some small MAC school, and then I don't know. I mean, this is no disrespect.
But if boy Steve McNair, he came. Look where he came from.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and then he went to the NFL, lit it up. So if
believe my last. Yeah,
if you can play, you can play.
You can play. I got you. So no disrespect, because that's why I'm sitting here getting, picking up, watching Netflix. You know what I'm saying? So. Don't listen to me. I mean, it's just my thought. I mean, I don't know about it. That's why
you just asked a question.
I'm just asking a question. That's it. Yeah. That's all I'm doing. So, but I still stay by that though. Whatever. I still stick by that. I mean, because you're not going to tell me that if you can get a quarterback that's in the SEC over if you only got one scholarship and you got a quarterback that's already playing in the SEC. Or you got a quarterback playing in the MAC, your eyes are probably going to be looking towards that SEC quarterback.
I don't know, man. It depends. If that guy in the MAC threw 5,000 yards,
but look what the talent level though.
If he can play, he can play.
21, throw that up, man. If you can play, you can play. I think it's.
Play, you can play. If you can play, you can play.
Yeah. David says, I think it's. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, the competition, but that's like I said, some players, it might take 3-4 games to get used to the speed. Then some players might take a year.
I got you.
Take 2 years.
I'm still trying, so I'm about 35 years in there. So I'm on.
Me too.
I'm almost there. I'm almost going to get that way. Old adage always rings true. Talent finds talent. If you are good, it doesn't matter if you're in the MAC, FCS, or SEC. If you're good, you're good. Chris, I don't like you right now, so you can go away, okay? Chris, I'm not talking to you.
Who's that, Vandy Chris?
That's Vandy Chris. I ain't talking to you right now. So I mean, so get back to the role player of this year. Here's the thing. I think it may be, hey guys, 21's back behind the scenes, man. He's doing the high level producing. ESPN, check him out. he got you. Okay, he got you
producer.
all covered. So anyway, yeah. By the way, also if you want to call in, we have a new call-in system as well too. Me and 21 was on last week. We was trying to figure this out and everything like that. But if you want to call in, 21 has put up a link, and if you click the link, it you have to. I'm not sure how it goes because we just tried it last week, but it's a little different than a regular phone call. If you want to call in, you don't have to do your video. You can just use your mic or whatever. We don't have to see your face, but it would actually bring you up on the screen, and so it'll just be it'll be a gray box. But we all can hear you, and you can ask, and also BC thought it would be a really really great idea that if you guys have any questions about us that you guys would like to ask, please feel so to do so as well too. Thanks, 21. I appreciate that. 21, you on point right now. I think I think 21's back there playing the records.
Man,
he's back there with his headphones. He's doing it. He's spitting. But yeah, so if you want to call into the show, that's a new procedure. As a matter of fact, we would love for somebody to call in just to test out the link so we could see how it all works together as a group. We haven't had that yet, so if anybody wants to call in, please do so. And so I think 21 to give you, about a minute and a half or something like that. I'm not sure. Just to make the phone call, and then that'll be it. Then we'll take you off the screen or whatever. So, yeah. Yeah. So also I just found out that if you on a phone, you gotta download the app. But once you download the app, then you can become a regular caller. If you looking at it through a computer, then all you gotta do is just click the link and it'll bring you right in. So the app is called Riverside. You'll have to download it, and then you'll be able to. Once you download it once, then you can have it, and then you'll be able to call in, because we're gonna have more and more calls in as well. And this is what we all wanted. Because we want 21 to be able to answer your questions. If you got a 21, when he's on the show, or Jimmy and BC and myself. So please call in. Let's see how this all works out, and let's do this as a team. Join the show. There you go. So he just posted the link down there. All you gotta do is click on it. If you're on a computer, it'll bring you right in. He'll actually have to let you in and everything. But if you on your phone, please go ahead and do that. And don't forget, you can ask us any questions that you want to. My role player this year would probably be because I don't know if Aberdeen's going to start or not. That's the thing. I don't know if he's going to start or not. So if he's not, let's see. Then again, we don't even know if. I'm pretty sure Garrison's going to start. Would you guys say Garrison's going to start? I don't know, him or Mo. Like I don't. Or I mean, Marino might be better than advertised. I don't know. It's not crazy to say that a freshman can come and start at Kentucky. It happens every year. So, right now, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's either Aberdeen, or I'm looking forward to seeing if Collins' last few games of the year was a fluke, and I want to see if he's going to bring that at a higher level next year. So those two guys, when it comes to role players, that's who I'm looking forward to actually seeing play. BC,
man, I'm gonna go with like I say, I don't know who's starting. Or
yeah,
man,
I think that's the biggest thing right there.
Yeah,
man.
I guess I'm gonna go with who I'm gonna go with Denzel, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking.
Man, I really don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna be. Muhammad.
I mean,
I don't know.
Now, so let me ask you a question. Are we talking about off the bench role players? Are we talking about even as a starter, a good role player? I guess we can clarify that too as well too, because a good role player can, he can be a starter. He just ain't the main appetite. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with. Man, that's a tough one, man.
That's tough, bro. I don't know. Jimmy, what you got, man?
Right now, I believe in the summer that Jasper Johnson, the way he's been playing, he could actually be our starting player, and Aberdeen right behind him coming off the bench as the sixth man. I think Diabate's probably going to start. I don't think, as long as JQ is ready to play, I believe he's going to start, and then I think Garrison to be the backup for him.
Excuse me.
But I mean, there's all kinds. I mean, you could talk about Malachi. He played in that Brinkley Invitational tournament this past weekend.
He almost had a double-double.
And he had 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block. I mean, you don't know what he's going to do when he comes in this coming summer and improving, getting in the weight room. I mean, this is a throw-up team that you can just say, okay, a lot of players can play the positions, get into the starting row. Even if you're not a starting row, you still could be the best 6th man, 7th man, 8th man coming off the bench. I mean, Pope's got a lot of good problems right now. It's good problems.
Yeah, it is.
What I do, Ortega would be the missing link. If he comes back, it could be a real deep run because he knows the offense. He played. He was the most consistent last year. If he comes back, it makes it. It puts. He's like the glue.
Okay.
He's like the glue. If he comes back, it puts everything together.
Yeah.
Low will start fewer than 10 games at UK. Why do you do it for Chris? That is a hot
What's
take.
What's that?
Bendy Chris said that Low will start fewer than 10 games at UK. The only reason that he would start fewer than 10 games, if we go back to what we were talking about earlier, as if who's starting today, then that means we got a lot of different. That means we got a lot of different starting rotations this year. If we got we got that many games and you got. I think he's coming here to be PG1 on a regular basis. I think he had, and also, they kind of raved about, even though he didn't make the NBA Combine, they still raved about how good he was. I
want him to be the point guard.
I do too, BC. Yeah, I'll piggyback off of you right there. Yes.
And he can score.
Yeah. And I believe he's going to – I don't know if he'll be as good of a defender, as what we had last year, but I believe he'll be able to hold his own.
Well, see, in my opinion, Jimmy, when you playing around other guys who are locked in on defense, it forces you to want to up your game too, so you won't be the lead, so you won't be the weakest link, so you won't have to leave your guys hanging. Like, hey man, look, and then there you go, BC, as you said, if you ain't playing defense, you can't be on the floor. So I think because of that, when you take all of that of kind of what's kind of required to be on the floor and not being the weakest link and not letting your teammates down, and you want to make sure that you carry your load on the defensive side of the ball, and you already know Coach Pope has already said he's drilled it in your face since you walked on campus. Everybody, as if you're not playing defense, then you're not playing. And as good as a point guard as he possibly could be, if you're not playing defense and you're a liability, I'm trying to win. Look, Kentucky fans, we want banners. And if they ain't getting banners, then I don't care how much they love me here at Kentucky. They gonna get me out of Kentucky. So I gotta do what's best for the program, and I gotta win games.
Well, kids, especially when they get to the high school level, middle school level, kids love playing defense when you're pressing, when you're trapping, because it adds another level to the defense versus you standing your man, and you got defense is something you have to have in you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can preach defense all day but when you're pressing and you know that you got guys here and you seeing people turn the ball over. You seeing people scared to handle the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes you love playing defense.
Mm-hmm.
And just that great defense, Jimmy, leads to those turnovers and leads to those fast breaks and leads to those massive dunks that just gets everybody in the house. And are we gonna be a team that's going to enjoy going on the road and messing up people's floors because we gonna be catching a lot of bodies.
Well,
Man, if these guys look, like I said, if they love playing defense and they just hate it when a guy scores on them, oh man, we gonna be in the Final Four. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
it comes down all about the defense, Jimmy.
Yeah, BC, I'm exactly right there. I think our defense is going to lead to a lot of offensive, outbreaks, and then we're going to get to the basket, alley-oops, dunks. We're going to still get 3-pointers off of, our fast breaks. I think we'll be able to use that defense on presses. And, just to get steals and get extra plays. And I believe we're going to get a lot of 50-50 balls this year because we got some hosses on this team that loves to get to the basketball. I mean, we haven't even talked about Cam Williams. He's going to be a great player. We even talked about Yelovich. And I think everybody in the fan base is going to call him Jelly, but he might not be the greatest player that's going to be on this team next year, but he is going to be a good player. So is Williams. I mean, Moreno. You could use Potter every now and then. We haven't talked about Colin Chandler. This is a deep Mark Pope team that has put together something that, if he keeps on putting teams like this together every year,
it's going to be good. And he's winning. It's going to draw more people in. I wonder if Coach Pope brought Reese in to help work out Marino. And honestly, I just thought about that. Those guys being as big as they are, maybe
it's like
could be that brought Reese in that just could be a 3-year guy.
Mm-hmm.
With the experience that Reese already has playing college basketball and Marino coming in, these guys are both 7'1", 7'2", whatever it is. I mean, those guys are going to go at it, practice, man. And I look forward to that. And look, that is going to force Garrison to step. Look, I think Mo is going to be okay. Because I don't think Mo's coming in to score a lot of points per se. He can, but I think his thing is let's get rebounds and let's get out. But when it comes to Garrison, I think having Marino and Reese on the team, regardless of what Reese's role is, I think that's going to force Garrison that you better step it up, not just a notch, but a few notches, because those guys are itching to get into the game because they want you to succeed. But if that little crack opens and Coach lets us in, we got to take every opportunity that we get on that floor. And if that means that when the game comes down the line and I get a chance to be in and not you, bro, I'm not going to be like, no, Coach, put Garrison in. No, I'm going to be on the floor. That's what they come into college to play for is to be on the floor. So this is really good for Garrison for him to be tested. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, yeah. So
you got a big front line. I'll tell you that.
Big front line, man. Welcome basketball. Just getting started tomorrow. That would be good. Classic example of iron sharpening iron. Jay, you're absolutely right. That's what it does. It's going to sharpen iron, and it's going to. These guys are going to have to. You talk about how physical practice is. See, that's the funny part. When we run, well, one of them's going to be out. If you're doing 5-on-5, I mean, who's the first? Who's the first 10 on the floor in practice when you start doing 5-on-5? Hey, Reese, have a seat over, big guy. Don't worry about it. We're gonna start with Marino, and then if that's when you start finding out where egos are at. No, I'm okay. Good, Coach. I'm okay. Let's go get this one. Let these guys get better. I'm okay over here. I mean, I'm an athlete and I want to win basketball games, so I want to be on the floor. So this is when players have to stay. Now I know everybody's going to rotate in and everything, and usually when you have the walk-ons like you do, those you ain't got to worry about so much getting those guys in. Those guys can just go ride the bike or whatever. Matter of fact, what does walk-ons do during practice? If we got enough guys out there to practice, like what is like BC or Jimmy, you guys been around, what does a walk-on do during practice?
Depends on how good he is.
BC, that's true. I mean, I was a walk-on, where I played at my last year of playing, and I got to get on the floor there for about 3 or 4 minutes during the games, but basically I was just there conditioning and just was in like practice with the team towards the end of the games because I was a lot fresher and didn't play as much in practice, but they wanted somebody that was real fresh to try to get into the game for practice for them to be exhausted, and I was fresh.
Just to see if you could push them a little bit.
Yeah.
See where they at.
Just like making a practice team in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You got a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I could be a walk-on at Kentucky. Yeah. So, hey, guys, so we're looking for at least one person to try out the call-in system. If you're out there, I feel like I'm preaching a service online. If you're out there, and if you feel compelled, if you feel compelled, go and give your life to God today.
and become a Kentucky fan.
Yeah.
And become a Kentucky fan.
Yeah. So come on down to the blue. You invited. I'm calling all of you. Look at your neighbor and ask him what
the bluegrass altar.
Yeah. What have you done today?
Well,
for BBN.
Well,
go ahead and call in.
Yes, sir.
Give us your 411.
Amen.
Let the church say, "Yay, men." Let the church say, "Yay, men." Yeah. Go to pass around them little cups.
Wonder why them deacons always say you say, well.
That's what they do it all the time. Come on now, Pastor. Come on, talk there. You better hush. So let's see. Do any of you? Okay, so this is a question. Do any of you remember Tubby being honest with Kalina Azubuike, telling him you look like Tarzan, but you play like Jane? I don't remember that.
I remember that.
Do you?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Okay.
I forgot about it.
Yeah,
but I remember that.
Wow, man. Was it like any context to that? Was that a booster? Did he get better once once the comment made? Now
everything else is foggy, but I remember you said it.
Okay,
yeah. I remember Kalina he had like spectacular dunks on people, and he had a highlight film. If you look it up, Kalina Azubuike, he had a highlight film, but I don't know if that transpired from what Tubby had told him or anything, but I know he was a real good basketball player for Kentucky.
With his potential, you thought he was going to be like a straight up top 10 pick. He was just like he reminded me a whole lot of kid that came from Clarksville. I can't remember. It was
Alex.
Ron Mercer.
No, Alex Portress.
Yeah,
Alex Portress.
He reminded me a whole lot that it was their body, their athletic ability. You were like, man, these. You just thought Azubuike was going to be another level player.
Yeah,
you just thought that.
I got you.
Which he was a good player, but it was one of those like it was.
Something missing.
It wasn't fair for him because you looking at it, he was good, but his expectations was here.
Okay,
when you thought, and I don't think it was fair for him, but he was just you looked at him and his upside was like,
it was there, huh?
man, could
Yeah.
jump out of gym.
Oh,
He
yeah.
went-
He could.
Strong and
He went to the Lakers. Yeah, Azubuike.
yeah, he played with Rondo and that group, Patrick Sparks and all them.
You know,
Yeah.
speaking of Rondo and rest of those guys, congratulations on graduating from Kentucky.
Yeah.
You know, not many people end up going back to school to getting a degree. But you know, he decided to. Man, Rondo, man, he's one of my favorites, man.
Hey, he could be maybe assistant coach for us in the next 2 or 3 years.
No, he might be a head coach in the NBA.
Could be, yeah. As good as he
I see him
is,
as
his
a head
mind,
coach.
yeah, his mind of being able to do everything on the court is unbelievable.
I heard his IQ is like off the chart, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knows what the center's supposed to do, what the four man's supposed to do, what the three man's, and that's a true point guard.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
But I wonder if these young dudes are ready, because I just think Rondo would be like, you know, I think his demeanor, who he is as a person, I think he would be so tough on these players. Even I know it's a business and everything, but I just don't think. I think Rondo, if he came in,
He'd
was
be
a
an
coach,
NBA coach.
Yeah,
He's gonna be an NBA coach.
yeah.
Well, they got Tyler. Tyler,
Yeah.
he was a point guard, so
yeah.
you know.
I would I would definitely want to play for him if he was a college coach, just to learn, especially if you're a point guard. Oh man, dude, let me play behind him. This guy is something else. Pope sure is filling up the
Kentucky
schedule.
done had a whole lot of great point guards, man. You go back, look at all the point guards. Go back, look at all the good point guards we have had at Kentucky.
Wow, yeah.
All the ones that's in the NBA right now, you know, or that is not in the NBA that just got out of not playing. Yeah, I mean, you go John Wall, and
man,
yeah,
Mary, man, we can go down the list, man. It's that's a lot of good point guards, man.
All right, so
Shea.
So let's talk about this then. Hold on 1 second. You got the shooting guard. Hold up. You got point guard, shooting guard.
We're gonna do this all time list. I know.
Nope. I'm not even gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that on an all time list. Okay.
Favorite? I still can't. I can't, man. I can't.
All right, then.
That's a tough one for me.
So I'll make it easy for you guys then. I'm gonna, and this is between you guys. I'm gonna just ask the question, okay? Draft time. Pick your center for Kentucky. If you had to pick a 5-man team, pick your center, Jimmy.
For Kentucky this coming year?
No, just overall.
Oh, overall.
Man. Yeah, overall. Who's your center? You can only pick one.
I mean, I'm going to say Davis.
Okay, so that's yours, huh?
Nah.
Okay.
But I mean, you
can only pick one. This is your team. BC.
I'm gonna pick Davis because of his defense abilities.
Okay, BC. Who's your center?
Man.
At 21, I'm gonna read out yours. 21 too. Okay.
Man.
Bowie. I would pick Bowie.
I'm gonna have to go with Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay.
There you go.
As my center.
That's a great one right there, BC. Yeah.
All right. Who's your small forward?
Now, can I go with my 4-man?
4-man. Okay.
Forward?
Yeah. We're gonna go with 4.
With Anthony Davis.
There you go.
Okay, Jimmy. Who you got for the 4? Actually, 21. 21. Who's your center? 21. Nope, he already picked it. BC's already picked it.
Ooh, I didn't know we was doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. So BC, so
I cannot switch what I've got.
No, BC,
I got Anthony Davis
and BC. You can't use
center.
Davis.
Yeah, I got Karl Anthony Towns as center.
And you got Karl Anthony Towns.
So who's okay? So Jimmy,
my
4.
My 4.
Yeah.
And he didn't really play a 4, so I can't use him. I'm gonna
Well,
do,
you can use anybody you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna use DeMarcus Cousins.
He's already used Cousins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Antoine Walker.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Antoine Walker at my strong forward.
Okay. BC, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Kenny Skywalker.
Oh,
That's my 4.
yeah.
Okay. All right, 21. So 21's first pick was Cousins. A 4. Whoever you want.
It could be a shooting.
Yeah. Okay. 21 said he was only alive for the cow.
Well, you got plenty to pick.
You got
21.
plenty there. Oh, okay. Alex. Jimmy, your number 3 position.
Tayshaun Prince.
Oh, okay. Okay. BC.
Number 3, I'm gonna go with Jamal Mashburn.
Oh. Yeah, I like that, BC. Yeah.
21.
21's over here like that BC.
Yeah. Weston Bennett.
We go by age 21.
Yeah. Okay, Jimmy, who's your 2?
Oh man. 2 guard. Shooting guard. Oh, for your small forward.
21
okay, yeah.
got Goose Gibbons as his 3.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, as his number 3. Yeah.
Man, I can't deny him because I played against him.
Okay.
At Rex Chapman.
Okay. Rex. That's who you was going for?
Rex.
Yeah. VC, who you got?
Man, shoot, he took Rex. Just
Yeah.
strip Rex. I guess he paid him more money.
I guess.
Yeah, I got the money, dog. I got the money bag. I got that.
Man.
I got that briefcase.
Man, 2, I'm gonna have to go with Tony Delp.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
21.
he just ripped Rex out.
Yeah.
Like,
Monk.
man, he just took Rex out from us.
Hey, I don't think he can. I think we need his.
I almost started to pick Rex as a 4.
Yeah. I think he's a little upset. He's gonna be laying in bed like 3 o'clock in the morning. Be like, how's he gonna take Rex from me, bro?
He took Rex.
Yeah.
He took Rex like a boy. He took Rex.
And the number 1. Who do you have, Jimmy? Who's your number 1?
Number 1.
Yeah. I know who I got.
That's a tough one.
It's a lot
Come back to me.
No,
really?
Come on, I want to see what everybody else has.
You didn't say.
I know what 21's doing right now.
didn't-
I'll go ahead and say it. John Wall.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and say it. John Wall.
Jimmy, when you got first pick, you didn't say come back to me.
You did.
Yeah.
At 21. I mean, BC. Who you got?
Man, boy.
That's a lot, bro.
Ooh,
that's a lot.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do, man? I'm just gonna have, man. Oh boy, that point guard. I'm gonna have to go with Travis Ford, man.
Really?
I'm gonna have to go with Travis Ford, man.
Him and Jamal Mashburn was
I'm gonna have to
tandem.
I'm gonna have to go with Travis. See, y'all probably thinking of what you're seeing now, what they have grown to be. Oh, y'all not thinking that way?
Well, I know who. I know who I would have got.
Hey, what about SJG? Shea Gilgeous Alexander.
Yale now, but at Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky.
Not the NBA careers.
Yeah.
Now, when we looking at Kentucky, who's
Yeah.
better point guard than Travis?
Not a lot.
So I gotta go with Travis. I gotta go with Travis.
So 21, you got Rondo? Rondo. So there you have it, man. So Jimmy's he got Wall, Rex, Prince, Walker, and David. BC has Ford, Delp, Mashberg, Kenny Walker. I think that's who you said, right? Yeah, and Towns. And 21 said Rondo, Monk, Givens, Alex Palteris, and Cousins. Woo!
So you see how I put Travis Ford and Mashburn together.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that was a tandem. That was a good
with Tony
team.
Delk out there shooting
And
that
Tony
thing.
Delk was
And
nasty.
Kenny Walker on the rebounds. And then when I want to slow it down, I go inside a big car, empty tail. Double if you want. Travis will kill you out there.
Yeah, I know, right? Better watch out. Speaking about Cliff Hawkins, he was
Cliff Hawkins was good.
Yep.
Turner was good. It's a whole lot. Hey, Big Blue Nation, whole lot of great point guards.
So
I had to go with my boy, Travis.
So I got one more piece. Who's your first man off the bench?
Ooh-wee.
Okay, matter of fact, we're gonna go with 21 first this time. 21, he said Booker, and he came off the bench. Hello, BC, first person off the bench.
Give me Reed Shepherd's daddy. Give me the pops. M.O.P.
Get Jeff in there.
M.O.P.
The M.O.P.
Mr. Jeff Shepherd.
Wow. Okay. And you, Jimmy, who's your first person off the bench? It's so many. It's any position.
Any position.
Yeah. Who's your first person off the bench?
I'm gonna go way back in. I'm gonna pick a big man that I know that could actually come in.
Oh, big man.
No, I'm gonna pick Mel Turpin.
Big Mel Turpin.
Okay. My six man would be
got Shepherd,
Bill
man. Got old Jeff Shepherd. He
That's-
run that 1, 2, 3, and he gonna D you up.
Yeah.
And dunk on you.
Yeah. Bro, that's some good lineups, bro.
Yeah.
Can't
go wrong.
That is.
What was my five? What was my five?
Can't go wrong.
Your five.
Wall, Rex, Davis, Walker,
and Prince.
Oh yeah, Tayshaun Prince.
You can't take them back now. You
No. You
don't pay them.
You can't take
don't
that
pay
back.
them.
I was just writing them down. I was just writing them down.
Yeah. So,
You done gave him that bag, Jimmy.
Yeah. They got the bag. They got the
You boy
briefcases.
took Rex Chapman, boy. That hurt me right there.
Oh man, yeah. I got to go with my boy Rex.
That
Man.
made me feel some type of way.
Hey! I remember him driving around Breckenridge County in my area and had that Iraq Z, and it said Irex 3 on the side of it.
Really?
Instead of Iraq Z, it had Irex 3.
That Kentucky gave to him.
Well, I don't. They said his dad. They said his dad.
That's what
built
we're gonna
body
say.
for it. That's what they said.
Well, what Kentucky gave his dad.
It was blue. It was blue and white. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. So I mean that's some great lists, bro.
Rex was a beast, man.
Yeah, he was nasty.
Let's see. Now if I had to pick which one of these teams will be my number one out of these three, give us Alex.
All three of them. They all be nasty.
Yeah.
Givens. Ooh. Because I don't think anybody, could anybody on these lists outshoot Monk?
Tony Delk?
Tony Delk?
He can outshoot
Man,
Monk.
Hey, Rex was a nasty outside shooter
Tony
too.
Delk can shoot, man. He one of the best shooters I've seen in Kentucky.
Hey. Old Delk.
Tony
Hey.
Delk.
Tayshaun Prince,
Yeah.
he can light it up.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, but one thing,
Monk can shoot though.
but one thing about 21's team, he got Rondo and he got Cousins. Oh, they'll fight.
yeah. That's true.
He might get a couple texts.
Yeah.
But hey, you're gonna have a problem with Mashburn. You're gonna have a problem.
That's the problem right there.
You're gonna have a problem with Carl Anthony Towns. Kenny Walker gonna be on them boards and gonna dunk everything.
He gonna dunk on everybody.
And Tony Delk, he just gonna shoot your lights out, mid-range three.
Yeah.
And the only weakness,
And then Travis,
the only weakness is coming back on defense with Travis. That is our.
That's
only
gonna hurt
weakness.
you, huh? Yeah.
But then I can bring Jeff Shepard in.
then you can play some defense.
Yeah.
So
if it hurts us too bad, I can bring Jeff Shepard in, and he can do anything.
who was the better point guard? De'Aaron Fox or John Wall?
Gosh.
Oh, let me ask you this: who was faster?
ooh, oh no.
Ooh.
They both was. Hey,
those
you
guys-
ain't gonna lose with either one
That's
of
a
them.
good
But
question.
I
right
think
there.
maybe De'Aaron Fox is a little faster, but
Wall
They
but
both
Wall
good.
was quick too.
Yeah, they both fast.
be like, I hope I ain't gotta guard you, because if I gotta
Oh
guard you,
yeah,
I ain't never seen the floor.
Yeah.
I ain't got. Hey, look,
Yeah, they both
Mom, don't watch
fast.
this game because you ain't gonna see me on the top. You ain't gonna see me. So you ain't gonna see me out there tonight.
Might not want to come to this one.
Yeah, you don't want to save your money. Matter of fact, you don't even want free tickets. You good?
Yeah,
Don't
they
it-
both was. They
Yeah,
both was
don't even
fast.
waste your free tickets. That's for sure, as well. So, Carl Miller, I worked for a moving company, and we moved Walter McCarty one time. I wasn't on the move, though. I had some of his shoes for a good while.
Man, don't y'all know we didn't even mention Ron Mercer, Derek
Yeah.
Allison.
It's a lot of people, bro.
Da man, I love
Man.
Da.
We didn't even mention Walter McCartly.
Somebody mentioned that, yeah,
Oh, did we didn't even?
yeah.
Man,
Well,
that's
y'all
a
did,
whole
but
lot.
somebody,
That's a whole-
but somebody in the crowd did.
But my starting five, that's who I would pick if I had a chance. Except for with Rex, I'm happy with my starting five. I just didn't get Rex though, but I'm good with Tony Delk.
I think I would have put Tyler
yeah.
Ulis in there. I think I would have put Ulis in there somewhere.
Now, you put Ulis in there.
Yeah, I think I would
him,
have.
and, him and Travis go at it.
Yeah.
Man, I don't have. And you talking about like a 60-yard dash or something?
What?
I think it was Fox.
Man. I'm gonna go with John Wall.
I'm gonna say John Wall.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Yeah, they're both fast.
John Wall's nose was bigger.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
John Wall beat De'Aaron Fox by 0.04, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So
Man.
barely by the size of a nose. Says John Wall and Derrick Rose would have been the all greats without injuries.
Mm.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Bledsoe.
he was quick, but
Man, it's a lot of people. Is it a shame that Kentucky
picked him as coach? He could be my coach.
yeah, he could be our coach. Yeah,
let's be real. Is it a shame that Kentucky only has 8 championships? Only 8. I mean, let's be real. Is it
Yeah.
is
That's a lot of championships.
is it embarrassing though? Well, I mean, if you think about no, not embarrassing that we got 8 championships, but it's an embarrassing that with all the talent, with all the talent that you guys just mentioned and that you didn't mention, don't you feel like it's kind of embarrassing that Kentucky hasn't already got a 10 or 11 championships already?
no,
With all the talent that has come to Kentucky?
Because it's college basketball. If it was like NBA, it'd be an embarrassment. We should have more.
Yeah, if we was playing
it
a
was
3-game
NBA,
series,
but
a
you
3-game
lose-
series,
yeah.
yeah. Or 5-game, 7-game series. They don't even do a 3-game
I
series.
don't know,
if
man.
the NBA was you lose one game and you out of the tournament,
Yeah.
the Bulls wouldn't have
yeah.
6. The Lakers wouldn't have that many.
Yep.
The Celtics wouldn't have that many.
don't
Unless
know.
you go back when the Celtics, when they was just with Russell, they couldn't nobody beat them. It's just like UCLA in basketball in college.
True.
Couldn't nobody beat them. They
Yeah.
was that good. But in college basketball, it's hard winning in college basketball, man.
I
You
don't
got
know.
you got 8 titles in college basketball. That's saying something.
I know,
don't care-
man,
I
but
don't care. I don't care if it's 100 years.
Bro, I don't care, dude. It's just I feel like 8 years. I mean, only 8
But
championships, and the type of talent that we've had at Kentucky.
But a lot of those guys only stayed 1 year, man.
I get that.
And a lot of the players that we was just talking about, they wasn't on the same teams. They was separate and
I don't know,
here and
man.
there. I mean, we lost it in 1968 against UCLA when I think that was John Wood, and he said, "Oh, all right, I'm getting ready to retire," and he told his team at halftime. We ended up losing the game. We lost it in '97 when Patino did not play Derek Anderson in the championship game against Arizona.
Why didn't he play him?
His knee was being rehab, but
he thought he was going to pick him in the NBA.
Yeah, and he was playing in practice every day against Ron Mercer and was doing good, but he did not play him. But I think if we only lost to Arizona by like 4 or 5, 6 points.
I agree with that move.
Yeah, I do too.
I did agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with
it. He could have messed up his NBA career.
Yeah, but if he would have played, I think he would have scored at least 7, 8 points, and we'd have probably won the game.
Would have been the difference.
And then the UConn game that we lost to, if Calipari would have played a zone defense the way Louisville did, but that's just to say
it was, man.
Hey, Walker was on something that
team.
Year.
That UConn team was good.
Walker was on something that year.
I mean that was a great UConn team.
It's hard winning, man.
And then you're 38-0 and you lose to Wisconsin. It's just heartbreak losses. And it's just like BC said, you got to be lucky to win this tournament.
Got to have a little luck.
So I guess if we was playing a best of 3, we would have beat on Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. We won that 2 out of 3.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Would you rather win 2 college football playoffs and 2 college series World Series, or put it back up at 21?
Yeah, I didn't see it all.
Okay, no, you're good. Okay, or and 2 college World Series or 1 March Madness championship. That is 4 titles for 1. Well, because it's football, BC's gonna say yes because it was in. Because are we talking about winning the championships or in football? Or are we talking about just winning the game?
Oh, it's a no-brainer for me.
Oh yeah,
that's a no-brainer for me.
You could do the 4 for me. Yeah,
you could just say 1 championship in football and 1 in baseball,
and you would take it.
Yeah.
Well, you should have 1. We should have won the 2010 with Walls and Cousins. That's what I'm saying, man. Like that year.
If we could be able to shoot. Oh, Bobby Huggins put that 1-3-1 zone on us, and we could hit the side of a barn.
We missed. We did not have Jody Meeks back, and he went to the pro. If we'd had Jody Meeks that year, we'd have probably won. We'd been a way better shooting team, but we shot terrible from the 3-point line against Bobby Huggins and West Virginia.
Okay. Who's y'all's favorite coach to coach Kentucky? My well,
I'm gonna
go ahead,
Patino. I'm a Patino fan. I like Patino. I like Kyle Perry too. I like all the coaches. I like Tubby, but my favorite, I'm gonna go with Patino.
The only reason that I'm gonna say Cal is because I was on my way out of the military, and when I was at that particular point, that's when I was able to get back into Kentucky basketball a lot because all my schedules were slowing down. I wasn't going out to sea. I was internet, all this kind of stuff. So probably got to go with Cal.
Man, I like all of them. Man. I like Tubby. I like Patino. I like Mark Pope. I didn't like Gillespie. When he got hired, I was like, this is not gonna work.
No,
and you see, like I don't get the. Let me do something for a minute, guys. My apology. I'm trying to move this light around so my eyes. But one thing about Billy, I went and read, and I kind of know a little bit, but it's like it looked like he really screwed things up here at Kentucky when he was here. So, his people really don't really like Billy G at all. They would never welcome him back here. That's what it sounds like.
Now, as a person, but as a coach for
Kentucky,
I wasn't too thrilled when he got the job.
Okay.
But, I respect him. He was here for 2 years, but I like all the coaches, man. That's a tough one. I like all of them.
Someone said a drunk. Lord Winter said a drunk. So I guess
they're probably talking about Eddie Sutton.
Oh, okay.
Way back in the day.
Okay. Gillespie, he didn't he get caught drinking and
he had to have like a surgery because he had drank so much that he had to have a surgery for that aspect of it. And I think it was a fan that actually donated for a kidney or something for him.
How that's 21 year old, bro.
Now, see, I wasn't going to bring 21's bringing it up.
We know who 21's least favorite coaches at Kentucky.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but I knew that Billy Gillespie, he had DUIs when he was at Kentucky. And they had to pick him up off the sidewalks or whatever and put him in the cop car and take him.
But you have to look. Here's how hard it is to win championships.
Okay.
Rupp won, numerous championships. Then you had, after that, you had Joe B. Hall.
He won one.
Then you had Rick Pitino.
He won what? One. Yeah.
Then you had
runner up.
Then you had Tubby won one.
Yeah.
Then you had Kyle Perry won one. Now
so,
let that sink in.
So does that? So does that mean that Pope is in line to win at least one? And is one gonna be enough for the fans to say he did a good job at Kentucky?
From the past, it hasn't been.
Yeah.
From the past, it hasn't been.
Yeah.
Because it's only been one coach that has won more than one.
Someone
he set the bar here. So all them great coaches that we done had, they only done won one. They either said, "Hey, you know what? I'm leaving because this is too hard," or got fired. Which Kyle Perry didn't get fired. He left just like Patino.
Yeah, he left. Yeah,
he tried to come back and was like, "No, that's good. You good? You go."
Would they have been 38? No.
Yeah, would it? Yeah, would they even have made? Would they even have won 20 plus games?
I don't know.
Hey, ask that again. 21. Okay, I got a question for you guys out there
can't
watching.
remember who was on those teams.
Would Billy G win a championship if he was coaching the 38-0 team? Would he be good enough to do that? Is he a good enough coach to get him across the finish line?
BC.
Yes.
We had Jody Meeks. I know for 1 year because he had 54 points against Tennessee.
Against Tennessee
at Tennessee.
At Tennessee,
and we had Patrick Patterson, but he broke his ankle, and that's the only reason that he came back the next year and played for Calipari in his first year. But I don't think that they would have had enough wins to even get to 25. But to just be 38, they wouldn't have been able to get to 38. We had some pretty good players that year. Gillespie just wasn't that great of a coach.
They had Joe Crawford, Mel Bradley, Patrick Patterson, Harry Stevenson, Ramon Harris, Jody Meeks, Derek Jasper,
Harrelson.
And who else?
Josh Harrelson.
This was 2000 and
he might have been the year after because he was there 2 years. No, I don't think so. Yeah, that was Tubby's teams.
No, so they wasn't like
they
wasn't that good.
No,
they wasn't like they wasn't that good. Joe Crawford was pretty good, and of course Jody Meeks, but Patrick Patterson.
He was just a freshman.
Yeah, he averaged 16 points a game.
But I mean, I think he broke his ankle or something halfway through the season, or towards the end of the season.
But
it's we got a lot of talent that's been at Kentucky.
Yeah,
and we got some pretty solid coaches, plus or minus one, I guess you could say. I guess here and there. So what it said, no way for Billy. Billy G would have lost in the first round. So
yeah,
30, yeah. So I don't think people 22-14 that year. I don't think people really like Billy G. So I think we might want to move on from that as well.
He did all right, man.
Yeah,
he just wasn't Kentucky-ish to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Jody Meeks missed practice that day. He scored 54 on Tennessee. He can miss practice any day in my eye. If that's the case. They said that Billy G was running. He said he was running 4 practices instead of walkthroughs before games on game day. Ooh.
Well, I know there was one incident after one of the basketball games on the road. I don't know what team they was playing, but Josh Harrelson, he made Josh Harrelson stay in one of the bathroom stalls and would not let him get out of the bathroom stall because he said he wasn't playing as good as he told him that he needed to play.
Oh, so what do you say? He was playing like
You can go
ahead. You can go ahead and say it.
Like a
Wow. You stay here because you playing like
you playing like something that needs to be flushed. That's for sure.
Wow.
It was 40 and 27 in 2 years. Not like Cal would ever lose in the first round. No, right? Cal had his shares, man. I think I think Pope. One more question for you guys. If Mark Pope wins 2 championships, is he a better coach than Cal and Rick Pitino?
If Mark Pope wins 2 championships, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. The better coach thing, man. It's that's just whatever you say. That's the opinion.
Okay, that's a people's opinion.
That comes down to opinion.
I mean,
Phil Jackson won like what 11 NBA championships.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of people that say Coach Popovich was a better coach.
Yeah.
Or Pat Riley, or
this man won like 11 championships. But they would say he had Michael, Scotty, and he had Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah.
But I don't know great coaches that won a lot that didn't have great players.
I got you. That makes sense too.
It's it's opinion. But he definitely he would be on another level winning 2.
Someone said that it was a girls' bathroom stall at that.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, Billy G. I wonder if he's gonna write a memoir one day. It'd be like, that's probably one of the moments in my life that if I could take back, I probably wouldn't do that these days and times. You couldn't get away with that. So
no, that was back in 2007.
Yeah.
You call it Kentucky and I.
Kentucky and
I'll buy it.
Kentucky and I. Cal was a great coach until 38 and done. Just made something die inside. I don't know what it was, man. It just something, just the switch went off and just things never got better for him. Everything looks fine to me, Mark. I would say that if there is cussing, then I do not put it on the screen. Okay. He's putting a comment up. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that was a fun show, man. Once again, let me go back over. If you're just joining the show, let me go back over. We did a little draft with BC 21, which is behind the scene, and Jimmy picked his 5 starters and backup for Kentucky: Wall, Rex, Prince, Walker, Davis, and backup was Turpin. BC picked Ford, Delk, Mashberg, Kenny Walker, and Towns, and backup is Jeff Shepard. 21 pick Rondo, Monk, Givens, Alex, and Cousins, and he picked Booker as his backup. So 21's a fighter, because hey, even now Booker, he'll fight in the NFL. I mean, in NBA too. He don't care. He'll fight too as well.
Somebody need to call in, fellas.
I would love to just get one call in tonight, man. All you gotta do is just
one.
Just one.
Would you? Here's a question for you. Would you take one call in and minus 15 likes? Ooh, I gotta think it over.
You know what? In this situation, I would, because I would love to see how this works out, because we want callers, because we want this to be a part of our
I would too.
Yeah, we would, because I mean, I can, whatever the likes or whatever. We want this right here to be a fan interacting show, so we want to see how this works out, and also not just us being able to see how it sounds, but we want to be able to see if the viewers can actually hear you guys well as too. Maybe I should go out of the room and maybe outside and then call in with my phone. But I don't want to do that, because I want one of you guys to call in. I want one of you guys to call in. That right there would be dope. BC team. Also Kevin's picking BC's team. Matter of fact, which team are you picking? BC's, Jimmy's, or 21's? For real. That's the link right there. If you want to hit it up, we would love to get at least one phone call just to see just one. I know I might sound like I'm at a telethon right now. Yeah. We just need one. We just need one more donation. Yeah. Just one more. That's all we. Hey, if we can just get one more, we can go home tonight. So, anybody want to call in? Yeah. Man, I would love. I wipe my feet and wash my hands and hit the like button. James, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it, James Poole. Okay, we got a caller. Good.
Uh-oh.
Call. Okay, absolutely. Right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
What's up?
Carl, how you doing?
Hey, Carl, how you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
We doing good, man. Doing good. Thank you for calling in. We want to see how this works. So as you guys, matter of fact, if you guys can see and hear Carl, okay, please let us know in the comments if you guys can see him and hear him. And you have the option of using your video camera, or you can just use your microphone. It's completely up to you. Now, make sure if you use your video,
Working good.
so make sure that if you use your video, make sure you got clothes on, okay?
Yeah.
Make sure you're dressed, okay? We appreciate that very much. So Carl, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm just about ready to get up, get ready for work.
Okay. Well, man, we appreciate you calling in, and this right here is, if long as, and it will be on YouTube. So just know that if you okay with that, especially when you're using your video, you'll be on YouTube. So as long as you guys okay with that, what do you think about the team this year, Carl?
They're gonna win the championship this year coming.
Well, you heard it here first on the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Carl said we're gonna win the championship. He didn't hesitate. He didn't stutter. He knew exactly. Hey, he's a man of. Hey, he's a man of man. Okay.
JQ is gonna dominate this year.
I hope he's healthy, man. I can't wait to see him healthy. Yeah.
I believe he's gonna be ready before the season starts.
Me too. That's what I believe.
There
It's
you
2025. They can AI him a knee, a leg, and whole body.
I'm gonna go far enough to say I think he's gonna break Anthony Davis's block record too.
Ooh, that's a lot, man.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of blocks right there.
Hey, in the famous words of Donkey on Shrek, I believe. I believe. Believe.
Yeah,
There you go.
Well, hey, Carl, if he breaks Andre Riddick's block record, I'll be happy.
For real. Hey, he just protect that room and make people have a moment, help people to have a moment of pause.
I think Colin Chandler is gonna have a breakout season too.
I'm looking forward to seeing what he does, man.
Yeah, I hope he does.
Oh,
I hope he does.
That'll be good.
Oh man, I can't. All these names been the other Kentucky kid.
Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he steps up and.
oh, Kyle, I'm gonna have to get ready for work.
Okay, hey Carl, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Everything, guys. Let us know if you guys can actually hear Carl. Carl, we appreciate it, man. Enjoy work tonight and be safe and go Cats.
All right, you take care.
You too. Thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome, buddy.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's see what Vandy Chris got. Vandy Chris, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, my fine gentlemen?
Thanks for calling in.
Hey,
Vandy Chris.
Hey, hold on. I think we got hold up. I think we got a call in from space right now. Chris, go ahead.
So I wanted to call in and just give you guys some flowers.
Okay.
That was a massive, massive series win for Kentucky baseball this weekend, sweeping a nationally ranked Oklahoma team. That's a great thing for y'all. That gets you in the tournament. I don't know that you're good enough to get to Omaha this year, but it gets you in the tournament and gives you a chance.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
So
nice.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys, what do you expect to happen this weekend in Nashville? Are you guys going to come down there and be competitive with us? Are you going to beat us? What do you think is going to happen this weekend?
I'll actually be out of town. BC's a baseball guy.
Well, we're better at home, Vandy.
Okay.
On the road, I think we're pretty much even. But Vanderbilt baseball, that's like that's elite status.
That's elite, yeah.
That's like
Vandy,
Kentucky in basketball.
When is that game?
It'll be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this weekend.
It's gonna get rained out.
And then next week starts the SEC tournament.
Okay, so we still have a series to play before the SEC, which is against Vanderbilt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I would say that. Look, I mean, I was going to say Louisville, but I was going to say Kentucky plays better at home.
Yeah,
I would say Vanderbilt wins that series.
But they are 500, on the road. So.
Yeah, I mean, they are, but Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of girls softball. This is my time when I watch girls softball.
Well, the picks was last night. The girls Kentucky team.
Yeah.
What did Vandy? What did Vanderbilt girls get?
Unfortunately, we don't have a softball program.
Say that again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Oh,
That's
I didn't
okay.
know that. I didn't know that
Yeah.
Vandy didn't
I did not
have
know that either.
They got a good bowling team.
Well,
there are discussions happening right now. They just bought a large piece of property. I don't know if you're familiar with our facilities or not, but across the street from football stadium is a big hotel. It's a Holiday Inn. And behind the Holiday Inn, there's a big shopping center and a big parking lot there. And they just paid $2.5 billion or $2.5 million for that big piece of property. And there's discussions going on of turning that site into a softball program.
Cool.
So that would be massive if we could get
yeah.
Beat Vandy is all I can say. Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to call in and give you guys your flowers. That was a massive, massive win for you guys this weekend. Super proud of the Blue Kitties.
Yeah.
I got to pick on you a little bit.
Stop the disrespect, please.
Come on.
Them flowers.
Hey, don't let you respect.
Hey, y'all, don't let him trick. Them flowers got thorns.
Yeah,
He's gonna say something before he get off.
That's good, man.
He already done said kitties.
I was having fun listing all the favorite players and everything. There's so many great players like that you guys didn't even bring up that I knew, like Dan Issel and dudes like that.
That's before my time.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot of players here. This guy right here, this cutting Craig guy.
Oh, what do you say?
He comments. Thank you so much for commenting as well too. Thank you, I guess.
Oh, what do you say?
Yeah, he hates Kentucky, and he's always. He said these dudes don't know baseball. Start trashing Cal, and they'll perk up. We're not perking up to. You know what? Nope, not entertaining that. I'm good. Anyway,
I was a Cal fan.
Yeah. I'm whatever. But Chris, man, appreciate you calling in, man, and giving us our flowers, man.
I enjoy messing with you guys in the chat and everything. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people take it that I hate Kentucky. I don't actually hate Kentucky. I'm just a fan of Vanderbilt, and I like pointing out different things that you guys might not see as an outsider.
Okay.
So that's all it is.
Well, please point out that Kentucky's going to beat Vandy twice this year. Write it down. Because if we lose to Vandy this year, the Loyal BBN Fan Show is canceled.
So I did have a question about Mark Pope and the transfer portal.
Okay.
There was a kid that played in the SEC this year, tough as nails. And BC will probably remember who he is. He played at Oklahoma, got hurt in the game this year. He hit the court, and it knocked all of his teeth out. And he spit his teeth out on the court.
I remember that.
So he originally transferred to Virginia in the portal this year, then hit the portal again, committed to Texas A&M, and then this morning committed to Vanderbilt. I'm like, where's this guy going to end up?
Yeah.
Is there a reason Pope didn't go after somebody like that to maybe help the bench depth a little bit? That's tough as nails, that has played in the SEC and had an impact.
I don't remember what you're talking about. He's
tough.
Yeah.
He's anybody fall and lose the tee, and then they be ready to play again.
Came back in the same game.
Yeah, you got to be tough.
Everybody thought he was gone for that game too, and then he looked up and he was right back out.
Play hockey.
Yeah.
So,
hey,
I don't know. I don't think he's the type of player that Mark Pope's looking for.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Vandy, Chris, how good do you think at the Frankie Collins boy that's coming in, transferring in to your all's program basketball this year?
To be
I saw that I saw in the SEC rankings he was like number 8.
To be honest, I don't know much about him. The one I'm most excited to see is the kid. I believe he's out of Rutgers or Temple. That
Yeah.
A.K. Okereke.
Okereke, yeah.
This
Yeah.
dude, his highlights from where he was at before, and those people had families that he was dunking on. This kid can get up and down and
Yeah.
make plays. That's who I'm excited to see.
I think this is all good for the SEC as a whole, man.
Yes,
We have our rivalries and we have teams, but I mean, if you're a diehard SEC fan, you got your team, but if you're really a big diehard SEC fan, then you want this. You want the SEC teams to be good and competitive, because we know it holds up to the reputation of being that we're going to scrap and every single night in SEC on the floor. You got to bring it or you will get beat.
I was actually talking in the baseball chat today. Some Iowa people, they're first place in the Big Ten in baseball. But if they don't win the Big Ten tournament, they're probably not going to get into the baseball tournament this year because their RPI is so weak. And I was telling them guys, like, look,
They'll be in there.
In the SEC, iron sharpens iron. The better the teams are, the better you're going to be in the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe that.
But they'll get in, Chris.
Like,
y'all better be worried about LSU.
Like for us,
LSU.
We just got a huge series win this weekend at Tennessee. But that game yesterday, 7-5, Tennessee's got the bases loaded in the ninth inning. We don't win that game if we don't get smacked around by Arkansas, if we don't get smacked around by Auburn, losing game 3 in the ninth inning when we had the lead. We don't win that game.
LSU's the best team in the
They're
SEC.
dangerous. They're very dangerous.
I thought Arkansas was the best team in the SEC.
Yeah, until LSU punched them in the mouth this week.
Okay.
But LSU, my opinion.
Yeah,
they put it on them, huh?
Yeah.
And it wasn't close either. The two games that they won, LSU put it on them pretty bad.
LSU's back.
I got a question for you,
90s.
Chris. Got a question for you. What would Vandy Chris think if Perry went to Vandy?
So,
ooh, that's a good one.
There was talk about that happening. From what I understand, he was offered $800,000 to go to Ole Miss. And then the next report that came out was that he was committing to Vanderbilt. And I'm like, there's no way Mark Byington's going to give that kid more than $800,000, not with what he's bringing in. And then next thing you know, he's committed to Ole Miss. I wouldn't have mind having him, but not at the cost that Ole Miss paid for.
You wouldn't mind having him to do what? Come off the bench?
Come off the bench and shoot.
Oh, okay.
He wouldn't. I mean,
that's just like
he ain't gonna start at Ole Miss though.
That's just like Miles that we got today. This kid shoots 50% from the field and 43% from three. That's a weapon coming off the bench.
Yeah.
So, it would have been interesting.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely going to be baseball this weekend. I actually will be in Virginia this weekend. Yeah, my wife done talked me into driving.
There you go.
No, it ain't.
Get that good vacation in this weekend.
Be up in the mountains.
Yeah, whatever, man. Anyway,
I hate that drive to Virginia.
Yeah, I don't even want to drive to Nashville. But Vandy Chris, man, thank you so much, man, for calling in and being with us. And go Cats. I can say this truly anchors. No, I can't say it because you on here today. I'm not gonna bring myself to say that. But Chris, thanks, man, for calling in, man. We really appreciate you testing it out for us. Okay.
I love chatting it up and hamming it up with you guys. Good luck this weekend. May the best team win.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for some football too.
Me too.
I know you guys aren't, but
I am. Well, we can't get to basketball until football's over. So come on, football.
I'm ready for football.
It is. So, Chris, appreciate you, brother.
All right, talk to y'all later.
All right, okay, man.
All right. See you, Vandy Chris.
Yeah. So, well, guys, that was a great show, man. I hate driving in Virginia. I haven't driven in. Yeah, I haven't driven in Virginia in a while, man. So since I lived in Maryland for a year. So it was too cold up there, as I said. But it was some good fishing up there. As a matter of fact, do we have any fishers? Do we have anybody in the group that fishes? You fish, Jimmy?
I used to fish bass tournaments.
Okay.
I fished every lake in Kentucky.
Oh wow!
Every lake I fished. I fished a few out of state, like you could say Del Hollow is out of state, but it's still in Kentucky. But I fished. I mean, Lake Kentucky, Lake Barkley, Cumberland. All the big lakes around my area, down south, northeast. I fished them all. But I love to fish.
Okay, that's cool then. Okay, what?
It's the deepest lake in Kentucky. It's the Dead Sea, but you got to know where to fish. If you don't know where to fish, you ain't gonna catch any fish. You got to do your research, studies, get out there and fish, and it's lose or win, trial and error.
Okay. I was just curious. I probably got maybe something going on later with fishing. So I just was curious as well too. BC, you don't fish, do you?
I never been fishing in my life.
That's all right.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
BC, I'll put you on. I got a bass boat. I got a bass boat.
See, that's the problem.
You feel bad about
in the middle of the water. That's what.
We got life preservers. We got life preservers.
Well, still, I gotta get in the water if I fall.
No, you ain't gonna.
I might not drown, but it's just being out on that boat, man.
Hey, Carl,
you don't mind going like 65 miles an hour down the river, do you?
Oh, heck, 65.
Yeah,
man.
That's how fast our boat runs.
He said get pulled over.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Put me up on the bank first.
Yeah. Let me get used to the
Well, the thing is, BC, you cannot catch a fish doing 65 miles an hour down the river.
So you gotta slow it down. So
you gotta slow it down.
You can't even troll at 65.
No.
So we went fishing when I was in a little place called Diego Garcia, and it's the middle of the Indian Ocean, and fishing was so good there, bro. Like they had wheelbarrows, and if you didn't go out and catch a tuna, then people would laugh at you. That's how good the fishing was. Man. Yeah, man, it was good. Really, really good fish. Yeah. Okay. You
was talking about fishing and stuff.
Yeah, I like fishing.
One time when we was on a second take, you was talking about fishing. Now,
I like going fishing.
I never fished.
That's
before.
right. You sure did.
Man, it's just I don't know. We was from baseball to football to basketball to baseball to football to basketball and
Well, you just go out to the creek and fish a lot. Well, a little bit. Ain't nothing out there at the creek. Just a couple of proof.
I threw a string in the creek one time.
A string?
Yeah.
Okay.
Attached to a pole.
Oh, okay. Well, did you throw the pole too?
after I seen that it didn't work.
Yeah.
But fishing was the fishing, hunting. I never did that. My daddy, when my daddy told me the last time he fished, it was a wooden pole. I knew then.
BC, we just got breaking news, bro.
What's up?
The Mavs got the number 1 pick in the draft this year.
Ooh.
So I guess Cooper Flag is going to be playing with PJ Washington and what's the name? PJ and Kyrie, Anthony Davis. Ooh.
Who got the second pick?
Who got the second pick? Okay. Wow, man.
Cooper Flag going to be a Dallas Maverick.
The Mavs. I knew that deal was with the trade, some kind of deal with the devil. Because they got the first pick. Jimmy, the Mavs got the number 1 pick, man. Okay. The
Mavs.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. I saw it. I knew it was happening tonight. So who do you think the Mavs gonna take?
You already know Cooper
Cooper
Flag.
Flag
they're
is
gonna
going.
take Cooper Flag.
He's going to Dallas, man. Whoa.
Ooh.
Wow.
Spurs, they had like one of the worst chances to get a top pick, didn't they?
Okay.
Ooh wee.
Leah, how you doing?
Hey guys.
Hey,
How you doing?
Hey guys.
Good.
What's up?
Doing
What's
great.
up?
So it's good to see you on here tonight.
yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
We
Thanks, 21.
we was just testing out our call in and stuff tonight. So this is the new system for you and Jimmy. I gotta figure out how to do it because I
Nice.
know 21 does this show on Thursday night. So I'm still trying to get used to doing this, but this right here would be the way to do so people can actually call in and just ask questions or whatever. So what y'all think about Tyron Stokes?
Tyrann
visiting
Maxey,
Kentucky this
or what's his
Thursday?
name?
Tyrone Stokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stokes.
I
mean,
I still think he is a great right now in Mark Pope's system. He's going to be a person that I believe he might be his next player coming up in the next. It'd be about towards the end of this year, but I believe he's got his foot in on Tyrone Stokes.
Wow. Okay.
I think so too.
Yeah. Sure.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So I just was so 21's behind the scene, Leah. He's producing, but we can't see him though. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see
So that's
him.
the draft. Dallas. Let's see. San Antonio got 2 first-round picks, 2 and 14.
Wow.
Yeah,
Man,
That's interesting.
that is interesting. Let's see.
76ers got third. Ooh, that's big for them.
Bulls got number 12. Washington Wizards, New Orleans, Brooklyn, Toronto, Houston,
That's
Portland,
interesting.
Chicago, Atlanta, and San Antonio.
Man, the
They get-
76ers knew what they were doing. Tanking
Yeah,
the
they
season.
did.
yeah.
Man, they got the third pick with Paul George if Joel Embiid come back healthy and Maxey and oh man.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to see how big, have to see how strong this draft class is then. Wow, man, he going to Philly. The brotherly love. Appreciate that, 21. Thank you so much for throwing that up, man. 21 is back
Yeah.
there. Once again, ESPN, hit up 21. He can produce some shows for you. He got you,
Fox.
man. Yeah.
Fox.
Yep, he will.
ESPN.
See, well, you a fool then.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa,
You-
21 said you can
Hey,
get
you a
wait.
new
yeah.
fool. You a
Yeah,
new
for
fool.
real.
Ooh, wee.
I guess
Ooh-wee.
I mean,
you ain't got to buy into it.
Ooh-wee.
You don't. So,
Well,
Leo,
you
this
go. Well, then go to ESPN and bring us all with you.
football
how
question.
long
I
will
got
it be before we get a first-time champion in football besides Oregon? Who could do it?
You talking about who will win a championship before either
the
Kentucky
first
or
time.
Oregon?
Kentucky or Oregon?
Oh, it'd probably be
No,
Oregon.
no, they're asking
Oh.
who we think will win their first football championship for the first time.
Kentucky
it'd
or
be-
Oregon? Oh, Oregon.
Oregon.
No, they were saying like Oregon as an example. I think they mean like out of anybody. Who do we think will win?
Wow.
It'd be anybody but Kentucky.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, exactly. Although I still call it Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There you go. Still call it
Oh
common.
man.
I'd be like, Kroger Field. Like,
Yeah,
don't worry,
no,
you got
no.
it right. You got it right the first time and everything. So, so this is 21's behind the scenes, so we can't even see him.
I see him.
I can see.
Yeah. We can
but-
see him, but they can't.
Yeah, they
I
can.
know,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So, I really hope Owe is back. Him and Mo
Me
D
too.
on the court at the same time.
Me too.
Show his
You
physical.
gotta say it. You gotta say, "Shoo-wee." Physical.
Wee. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm being taught by the best.
Like I said, man, for Ortega come back, man. That'd be-
You know, he made the comment that he was all in for this draft thing. You
Yeah.
know, he doesn't have one foot in, one foot out. He made a comment. He's all in for it. And you know, why go there and only give part of yourself? You have to
Yeah.
give 100%. You can't be partly in or partly out. Like, he's going to give it everything he's got. Get feedback. If he's going to go in the draft, then I think he'll stay. But I mean, that's 59 and less,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of guys in the draft right now. They were projecting him 77, 75.
Yeah.
I see him coming back.
Well, we could
Yeah.
definitely use him.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone said show is better not being able to see 21. Okay. I didn't say that. I didn't. No, I didn't say that. So
Who said that?
Wow.
Lord
Lord
Withrow.
Withrow.
I think it was
Hey,
a joke
hey.
though. Yeah, he's joking.
I
Yeah.
was saying, man, get
Yeah.
off my
Lord
man,
Withrow.
dog. Get off my dude,
Yeah.
man.
Let that go. Absolutely. So yeah, man. So Leah, we had a good show tonight, man. We had a good
deal.
show. Yeah.
I was taking care of Mom.
That's okay. Well, I hope you guys had a
Hi,
happy
Miss
Mother's
Leah.
Day.
My name is Bryant.
Thank you. BC, I've
Nice
been
to
wanting
meet
to meet
you.
you for a while. Nice to meet you too.
There you go.
And you too, 21.
Yeah. This is
It is
the
very nice to meet you, and my
Yeah.
last name is your first name. So
yeah. There
Oh,
you go.
really? That's what's up.
yeah.
So, there you go.
See, we're cousins or some shit.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, old joke.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
See what I do to you, Miss Leah?
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
They
You got me all flustered, BC.
they bring out the best of you, that's for sure, man.
BC
So,
got me all flustered over here.
absolutely. So
My
guys-
bad, everybody.
well, hey, we really
It
appreciate
slipped.
we
They done
really
heard
appreciate-
worse before.
Yeah, absolutely.
I said
so
worse, but I won't say it on here.
for real. So we appreciate everybody jumping on tonight with us tonight on our Monday night show. Jimmy talked about the show movement to Wednesday night with
Yep.
Leah and Jimmy. Those guys will be on. We definitely look forward to that too. It's not a lot of recruiting going on, of course, but these guys are going to put together a show for you guys and just have fun talking cats. That's Wednesday night at 7 Eastern here on the Loyal BBN Fan Show. If you haven't hit the like button already, please do so. We got Leah, we got Jimmy, we got BC, got 21 behind the scene, and I'm just here to enjoy the party. So we appreciate each one of you guys for doing it. Suppose you meant to say 21 doing more Thursday night live. Yeah, well, 21 is doing something for Thursday night. I'm not really sure his
Thursday
game
night
plan.
live.
Yeah.
He'll be
Thursday
out.
Night
Yeah,
Live.
Kentucky live.
yeah, he'll be out on the
KY
street for
live.
sure. So if you haven't went and supported he's on TikTok. So if you haven't found him on TikTok, that's where he puts his videos at, and probably other places too as well. Pretty sure he'll put that out. Yeah. So he'll be back on YouTube soon.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
We're going to have that. Oh, no problem, Leah. Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just glad that this worked, and now we could just have people. We could just have people to call in. So the goal.
I'm excited for that.
So the people to call in, the goal is to keep them on for maybe no more than 2 minutes, and especially if we have a high volume of call, which is the goal. So everything's got to start small, and then we'll grow. So, but thanks, Carl Miller, for calling in. Thanks, Chris, for calling in. Leah, thank you for calling in tonight too as well. BC, thank you so much for jumping on with us tonight. It's always a pleasure. Jimmy Jam, you're the man. 21 behind the scene. Much appreciated. Thank all you guys once again. This is Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm Big Mike, but this is the Loyal BBN Fan Show, and we out.